Amen.
All right, you ready for me to make a rough start even rougher?
Oh, God, what's now?
All right, so the engineer called me. I'm going to try to explain as best I can. I sent you an email to look at also, but apparently if you center the drawing on the neck, the body is off. So imagine a straight line right down the center of a guitar, and the body is shifted a little bit, and as the neck comes down that straight line, it starts to go askew from the center line, and it gets off by 5 to 6 inches by the time it gets to the other end.
All right, well, what I'm going to do, I'll call him, and then I'll also call my design team and see if they can work on it as well and see who comes up with the best solution.
Okay, well, just let me know, because everybody's waiting on me to call them back and tell them what to do.
All right, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, bye.
So normally, something like this is not a huge deal because, you know, these pools are free-form, they evolve, they can change, but when you're doing something that's precise that actually is mimicking something like a guitar, you can't be off.
Rebar is the skeleton of the pool. It's what gives it its strength. You know, concrete or gunite by itself would just crumble and fall apart. The rebar holds it all together. Once the rebar is in, you can see kind of the skeleton, the backbone of the pool. It really starts taking shape. You can start visualizing what it's going to look like.
Gunite's probably one of the most important steps. You know, you really have to be meticulous to make sure once the shell's in the ground, everything else can kind of, you know, give and take. You can, if a piece of tile's not right, you can take that off. When a shell like this is in the ground, that many yards, this much money, this much effort, there's not really any going back other than starting all over again. So this has to be right. I mean, not just right, it has to be perfect. There was a lot of problems trying to get the guitar neck to flow properly across the sun shelf into the body of the guitar. We got all that worked out with the engineers. The guys did a great job on site, tweaking everything to make it work. Now we just got to make sure that it's done exactly like they engineered it.
All right, so Bob and Dee, lots happened since the last time I was here. Seeing this guitar laid out right here is just, it's awesome, man. It's blowing my socks off.
We can kind of see the vision now, and it's really neat as he gets better ideas along the course of the project that things get tinkered with a little bit to improve it.
Basically, the next step's really the rock work. This is the main viewing area for your stage. So I know there's no seating here yet, but just kind of stand here and imagine the pool's done. Everybody's hanging out, and I got a little surprise for you. Hold on one second. All right, guys, I'm doing this just for you.
Now you can actually see the pool. We're really excited with the progress so far.
I'm out.
They must have had a monsoon over the weekend because there's water everywhere. I got to move a bunch of stuff around so we can start working.
I'm really excited to see what's happened at Bob and Dee's. We have a lot of out-of-state projects as well, so just this whole summer's been about, you know, juggling massive projects. You know, the guys have been building the foundation to the grotto. Today I'm going to show up, set the biggest rocks of the project. We have a couple 10,000-pound massive grotto rocks. We had to rent a bigger lull so we can set them. So that's what it's about today, setting the big grotto rocks and keeping this job moving forward. All right, time to start stacking rocks. Yeah, keep going. But then we're the front's gonna catch all those. Oh man. All right, keep going. Dude, that's deceiving.
This thing turns well.
All right, start turning back. Keep going. Dude, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
I think we get that tree removed. We might have to take a few more of these out. All right, turn that off for there. Let's think about this. My plan was to set massive boulders. I got a load showing up any minute. This tree's in the way. So right now my attention is turned to removing this tree, trying to get some gravel here, build a road, then we can start setting boulders. Oh baby, I'm getting it. Yeah. Holy yeah.
There's about 100 tons of rock coming in, which I think is between 4 and 6 loads, depending on how many they can get on each truck. This pool has 4 distinct grottos on it. There's a spa, there's an entranceway grotto, and then there's 2 off of that. So I know Crash and Lucas had some phone calls today about exactly how they're going to handle it. We went over it. I believe everybody understands exactly what they're going to do and are really pumped up about it.
How are we gonna work? It's disgusting. We gotta get gravel dumped in here. Time to kind of strip all the forms, clean up this backyard, get it ready for rock work. It's so cool to actually see the shape of the pool. The first thing I designed, that layout, that structure, is really exciting. I can't wait to start stacking some rock on it.
That's a heavy rock. I hope this machine can lift it.
I got a team of hard-working characters. It's always a fun challenge. We always do beautiful work, and for the most part, we have a great time.
I don't want to be trapped in the pool underneath that.
Just be ready to jump in the pool. Whoa, what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm not doing anything.
Well, pull it back towards me.
Tell me when you're up.
Well, now it's the rock team's time to shine. It's really coming together pretty quick. I think this is going to be a good one. A stage, an amphitheater, in a pool, a guitar inside of another pool. Maybe I will become a rock star after all.
So once again, my eyes were bigger than my machine. I picked out rocks that were way too big. We can't get it with one machine, so now we're gonna bring in another machine and try to tag team this rock and get it into place.